Alright, my lover, welcome. My name is Jasper. Hi, how are you? I am excited to be going through our lower body session here on week 4 on the Hero Legends program. This first phase is coming to a close, Awakens. I feel pretty awake, if you know what I mean. This is going to be the 4th time on this particular program. I'm going to be talking to you around what we're going to be changing about today, if you've been following along so far, or indeed if this is your first time, what we're going to be focusing on, how I'm going to be deriving some progress to push myself on from where I was this time last week, or indeed what you can be doing to get the most out of this session, no matter who you are and where you're coming at it from. Let's just talk about equipment so that you know you are in the right place and that you're going to be able to get the most out of this workout. We're going to be using a selection of dumbbells, ultimately as many weight selections as you need to get the most out of these moves, because we're going to have some stuff that's going to you're going to be able to go nice and heavy with, some stuff more in the middle, and then certainly some lighter stuff. Some stuff will just be body weight perhaps. So I'm going to be using anything from 12.5s, 20s and 30 kilo pairs of dumbbells. I'm also going to be using this bench, but you do not need a bench. Anything that I'm using this for, primarily rear foot elevated split squats and some hamstring curls, as well as the seated jump in the power section at the start, can either be replaced for simple, static position stuff, floor work, or indeed all you need is some form of elevation: chair, bench, couch, any kind of stool, just frankly anything that we can elevate ourselves on with and reliably put some weight into it. You're going to be just right. So let's talk about the format of today and what we're going to be going through. We've got our 2-round 3-move warm-up to prepare for the work ahead. We're going to be doing some hip rotation stuff with some hinging. We've got a Kang squat to connect our hinge pattern down into the squat position. All right, some real awareness around the hips there. And then we're going to be doing some single leg pogos just to warm up the shock absorption that we're going to need when we dump into our 3 rounds of power work. Now that is every 90 seconds, which takes into account having plenty of rest so we can keep force high, power high, because I'm only going to be asking you to do 3 to 6 reps of our chosen power move. In this case, is going to be sticking to that seated vertical jump with the reactive rebound. So that is to say, the moment your feet touch the ground, you want to imagine the floor is lava, you bound back up again. It won't be a huge jump, but we're just looking to redistribute those forces and go from eccentric quickly back to concentric. All right, an important part of the power continuum. We're then going to come into our foundation, that alternating 8-minute EMOM, whereby we get to do 4 sets of 2 exercises in an 8-minute window. You'll see on the screen I have indicated approaching this as a wave loading style. So you're going to start on the lighter to moderate and then just build and build and build, so you're not completely smoked here. Now, if you've been doing this for the last few weeks with me, you'll know kind of what weights you're going to want to use and how we might be able to perhaps just either do some more reps at the same weights or grab some heavier weights entirely. I'm after basically doing a lighter to moderate set with those 20 kilos. I'm going to be going with the 30 kilos. That's the heaviest thing I have for doing our squat move. Now today, we're sticking with the pause squat. Now that could either be goblet or 2 dumbbells, allows you to lift heavier in the front squat position. We're going to hit the deck, do a pause, then come out and do a quarter rep, and then finish the rep. So 1 rep involves a pause at the bottom, an extra quarter coming out of that pause, back down and exploding back up. All right, so that's a lot. It's a lot. Really looking to strengthen and target those lengthened sections of the movement with the pause, taking away any stretch reflex part of me, which is advantageous in getting back on out, and then I'm asking you to perform a quarter rep there. So it's going to get really sizzly. Generally speaking, the sort of 5 to 8 reps is the sweet spot with those minutes, because we've just got a minute to perform the work and then rest and move on to the next one. So certainly load dependent, but I'm going to be probably looking for sets of 5 or 6 today to allow me enough time to recover, but also so I can use some heavy weights. And then we're then sticking to a pause RDL. RDLs is going to be your heaviest lift of today. So probably sets of 8 to 10 straight sets there with the pause in the bottom. If you need to do more, do, but just be conscious that you're not going to cannibalize your rest window within that. We're then going to come into those dreadful 1 1/4 rear foot elevated split squats. So rear foot elevated if you are going to be using the elevation, otherwise do it on the floor. And we're just coming down, connect the knee to the floor, up that quarter, back down, rock and roll. Really tough stuff. I know here I'm going to probably go from using 1 30 kilo dumbbell, which I did last time, to using 2 20s, so I get more total load. That's going to be nasty stuff. But no, as of next week, we're going to be moving on to some different single leg squatting work. Again, you have that hamstring walkout option, so either a glute bridge, walking your heels out to that hamstring bridge and then walking them back on up, really nice knee flexion based sort of hamstring work, but I'm going to be going with the glider curl kind of thing, which is where I'm just going to elevate one heel on my bench, drag my body towards it, so I get a nice continuous resistance profile through that hamstring, alternating one or the other. Either way is fine, just meet yourself where you're at as far as ability is concerned, bearing in mind those are long work windows, 60 seconds with a 30-second rest. You don't have to do it all. That is one way that we have been monitoring progress, being able to do, say, the full 60 seconds at a certain weight with your split squats, and then next week getting something heavier. Things like that. Just work hard here and challenge yourself. We're then sticking to the same 3-piece EMOM for 2 rounds, 6-minute EMOM to finish there. The Hackenschmidt squat, so that is a dumbbell held behind your back, feet together, heels floating, sitting down into a really deep knee bend there. Donkey calf raise, I'm going to try and go a bit heavier there, and the pike leg lift. On the note of the donkey calf raise, forgive me, on the equipment side, you will see me use a plate to elevate the balls of my feet so I can get a bigger stretch. If you don't have anywhere to elevate yourself on there, excuse me, like a yoga block or just a wedge or plate or something, books also work fine. Then you can just do them on the ground. Just know that you're going to get a relatively short range of motion for a calf raise. And the pike leg lift, really hard abdominal exercise that relies on some hip flexor action. Again, I've just been trying to make that harder and harder by starting my torso more over the legs. That actually makes it harder. So you can just play around with that when we come to it. That is all from me. I'm excited to be rounding out this this first 4-week chunk here. And I hope you are too. So if you're new around here, remember, please introduce yourself. Let me know how you get on with the workout in the comments below. And let's just work hard today. Let's work hard and have a good time. Why, hello there. We're going to be starting today's prime piece with some hip rotations, okay? And then we're going to be doing an internally driven hip hinge. I'll take you through that as we get to it. So we're going to start in this bear sit position. I'm going to rock on over.
Let's go.
Now, looking over that front leg, I want to think about pulling myself in by externally rotating and then driving that foot into the ground to bring me up, pulling the knees apart, nice active transition, doing the same here. So it's like I'm pulling myself in actively, not just dropping my torso down. Be as intentful as you can.
Halfway there.
When doing this transition part, so we really get some of that groin action going. Pull yourself in with the hip, drive away with the hip.
10 seconds. Rest.
Okay. Now we're going to stand in our comfortable squat stance, whatever you're going to be using today for your goblets or front squats. Toes out a little bit. We're going to go prisoner stance, hands on the back of the head. And I'm going to go for like a deadlift, so like a nice long hinge until my chest faces the floor. I'm then going to sit my bum down and open my chest and face up into that squat. Go back to the halfway, so push the hips back, and then drive through to finish your movement. So really just looking to build awareness around hip positioning, getting comfortable in that deep bottom squat.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Okay, now we're just going to looking to do a single leg hop. So it's like you're skipping with an imaginary rope. Last week we did double legs. Today we're going to be doing single leg. I'm just going to count through 10 on each side, okay? So just balls of your feet really light, like you're springing up off the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And some extra rest for you. What do you think of that? Cool. It's worth me saying, if impact for any reason isn't great for you at this moment in time, and you can't reduce the dose down today to a lower intensity, such as not jumping as high, being lighter on the landing and stuff, you can simply perform these with explosive intent, such as when we're doing the seated jump, like you're jumping, but then to stop yourself leaving the ground. That being said, I would encourage everyone to invite some impact-based stuff in there, because you're going to get some nice adaptations in connective tissue health and things like that, I always revert back to the use it or lose it thing. Avoiding stuff tends not to be the right course of action.
Round 4.
It's just about the dose we are doing and making sure it's appropriate for where you're at. Obviously, there's going to be some injury-related scenarios whereby certain things are going to be off the menu for now, but I find it a much more empowering narrative to say, hey, well, if you never do this again, your body's going to be like, cool, I don't need this range of motion, I don't need this strength, this muscle, this bone density. So finding a way to allow you to keep working is far more empowering. And then from there, you get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and so on.
10 seconds. Rest.
All right, Kang. And if you're finding your bottom squat, it doesn't have to look like mine, obviously, but you're really stiff down there and you struggle to sit down nice and low, perhaps I can endorse my kin classes, which are out once a week and focus on joint range of motion and strength.
Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Right, I'm going to go 15 on the pogos, given how much time we had last time, before we get ready for our power section.
Last round.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ace of spades.
Halfway there.
Now, our reactive jump, we're looking to, again, take out the elasticity, that stretch reflex, by being in the seated position, so we don't get that nice elastic poing. We've got to go straight to a really powerful concentric
Rest.
in a minute and 15 seconds time, by the way. So I like to have hands on my hips for a consistent position, for the most part. I'm going to launch myself out of my seat
Rest.
as high as I can, anticipating the moment my feet touch the floor. I just want to do another hop. Think about those pogos we just did there. Think about that. The moment your feet touch down, you're doing a pogo on both legs. Okay? This isn't about getting tired or feeling a burn or anything. This is about being as explosive as possible. And that's it. So you'll see me do 5 reps. I'm just sticking to a flat 5 here before resting plenty in the rest of that 90 seconds and then going again. What else needs to be addressed? If your environment really isn't suited to jumping, landing, what have you, simply do exactly what we're doing and just basically stand up as quickly as you can, coming up onto the balls of your feet and resetting. All right, anything
10
beats
seconds.
nothing. All right, let's get the brain waking up. Usually takes a few reps here.
Let's go.
And a minute off. Cool, I hope that made sense. I typically find it takes me a second to move explosively with intent, depending on how brain frazzled I am on any given day. We've caught ourselves in a nice moment
Halfway there.
in Mother Nature's day here. I was cycling to work in a monsoon for 45 minutes this morning. That was good. But luckily, for when it really counts, we got some sun and not too much wind. I think the wind is becoming the... well, hold on. What character would it be? The third character? A supporting act in these videos. So thank you for all of you who have supported and validated our attempts at making coherent audio when it's been gale force up here. Hurricane Hero. All right, coming into set number 2 here.
Round 2.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh, I'm not looking forward to those squats already, I tell you.
Halfway there.
Okay. Starting off next week, hero legend, arise. I'm kind of proud of that. Awaken, arise, ascend will be the final 4 weeks of this program. Oh my God, how can we make it any harder, you know?
10 seconds.
We're about to find out. Okay, this is coming into our third and final power set.
Round 3. Last round.
Lovely. Very lovely. Let's give you a second to finish things up there. Now, let me just give you a sort of a unloaded demo of what that pause squat with the extra quarter is going to look like. So,
Halfway there.
goblet or front squat, whatever gets you going today, whatever's going to challenge you the most in conjunction with the equipment you have access to. We control it down. We hit a 1 second pause. We come up a quarter, back down, drive on out. That's 1 rep. Again, depending on the load you're using, probably anywhere from 5, max 10 will be sweet here. I'll probably go for a set of 8 with my moderate weight at the start to get used to that and how to move, how to groove,
10 seconds.
and then probably drop down to 5 or 6s. RDL, simple. Nice long reach, pause at the shin,
Rest.
stand tall. Again, we're not doing anything particularly wild there because you're going to be able to use heavy weights with that, and that should be enough. And just do more reps. All right. Ain't nothing to it, but to get to it. How are we doing? All right, 30 seconds and then that's it. First couple of rounds want to feel civilized. Last 2, turn on the embers a little bit, knowing that we'll have that rest coming on the other side. Okie croaky. I'm scared, Shawnee.
10 seconds.
Okay, let's talk us through the first rep. Come on down, hit the pause, do that extra quarter, finish. Oh, I know. Whew. That felt heavy enough, I'm not going to lie. So that was 8 reps for me. Gave me a nice dose. Got a good feel for things.
10 seconds.
Enough time to transition here. Romanian deadlift. Keep those dumbbells tight to the legs. Really reach through the hips. Hamstring stretch.
Round 2.
And that pause can help you build confidence in that bottom position. Right there.
Halfway there.
Okay. 10 for me there, felt good. I'm gonna stick. And I hope you don't judge me. Or do.
10 seconds.
You know. Do judge me and let me know about it. That is one mean front squat. And
Round 3.
like that, we're back in. So don't forget your pause or your quarter.
Halfway there.
Sweet baby Jesus, that quarter just really fills those puppies with grade A acid.
10 seconds.
All right. Clearly didn't take any of my own advice. Let's rock and roll.
Round 4. Halfway there.
Okay, 2 rounds down in essence,
10 seconds.
2 to go.
Round 5. Halfway there.
Mate. Those are humbling me more than I thought. Live your truth. Don't feel about leaving me behind. If you're going to grab something heavier, that's what it's all about. I personally feel
10 seconds.
adequately challenged. Okay.
Round 6. Halfway there.
But don't you think it'll be funny to watch me get buried alive
10 seconds.
by these ginormous guys here? Let's see, I'm gonna try and get 5 reps. See ya.
Halfway there.
Well, that was fun. Let's never do that again.
Seconds.
Yeah. He's not taking any shit today, this guy. Sounds very serious.
Round 8. Last round.
Last one.
Halfway there.
Yep.
10 seconds. Rest.
Okay. Two lots of 1 1/4 movements in one session is Satan's work himself. So either static split squat or riff elevated, tap up a little bit, down, tap again, and go. You could be 1 dumbbell, you could be 2. I do not suspect I'll make the full 60 seconds with 2 dumbbells, but you gotta have dreams, you know? Gotta have dreams. We do get 30 seconds between sides, which is very generous as well.
10 seconds.
Come on, lungs.
Let's go. Halfway there.
Oh.
10 seconds.
Yeah, all right.
Rest.
I was correct. Well, I counted 8 reps, so at least gives me something to aim for and hold myself accountable to. 8 reps on the right. Oh, come on, rain. Give it to me. Try to slow me down. All right.
Round 2. Halfway there.
So awful.
10 seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
Rest.
Right, so you can either do a glute bridge on the floor, toes up, heels down, walking out, walking back. I'm going to be going with this single leg glidey bridgey curl, heavily supported by the arms and shoulder extension, so it can be tough. Do your best here.
Round 3. Halfway there.
Whew.
10 seconds.
Hey.
Rest.
All right. Ooh. Oh, I'm not ready. But that's okay. We seldom never feel ready for life's great challenges, but we often prove ourselves that we were strong enough all along. Oh my god, okay.
Round 4. Halfway there.
Not my most dignified moment, but hey ho.
10 seconds.
That was, I failed on the 6th one.
Rest.
So, whatever you're going through, you're probably making it look a lot better than I am here. Whew.
Round 5.
Oh, Billy! Go for that 6th. Come on.
Halfway there.
Alright, well, at least I'm somewhat symmetrical. Golly. Golly, golly.
10 seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
Rest.
Nope. He's too excited. Come on, blood, get back to the brain.
Last round. Halfway there.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Ten seconds. Rest.
All right. That's close.
Rest.
All right, that's going to be my donkey. Dumbbell in one hand. You can do the same, just without the deficit if you don't have it. Hack and Schmidt squat first. Never done these before. Just go body weight only, because it's a very deep range of motion for the knee. I've been doing these for a few weeks consistently. I'm going to hold a 20 kilo behind my back. Whew.
Seconds.
Go slowly through that mid-range into the bottom range to build your confidence.
Let's go.
Oh.
Halfway there.
Okay, cut it at 8. Onto the donkey. You're the donkey!
10 seconds.
Okay.
Round 2. Halfway there.
Eep. 15. 15 was good enough. It was good enough. Cool pike leg raise. Keep your legs as straight as you can. My hands are here.
10 seconds.
The further forward my fingers, go, harder that gets to raise the legs. So really think about compressing your abs as hard as you can.
Round
point the toe, control heels to floor, and then go forward more if it's too hard, or back. Sorry, if too easy, too hard, you get the deal.
Halfway there.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
All right, one more hack. Hacken die Schmitteni.
Round 4.
Ooh.
Halfway there.
Ooh. Named after George Hackenschmidt. Cool story, Jasper. Oh my goodness. Okay.
10 seconds. Round 5. Halfway there.
Yikes. Whoa.
Ten seconds.
Last one.
Round 6. Last round.
Oh, my man knows what's going on. Come on, give me some encouragement, man.
Halfway there. Ten seconds.
To the break of dawn, yo.
Well done.
Another understatement. Oh. Well, you can take something resembling solace, knowing you don't have to do that particular program again, because we'll dig into some fresh challenges next week, following the same proven, unbeatable framework. On that note, I want to thank all of you, any of you new guys that have jumped in, started doing some workouts with us. It's been wonderful to hear your glowing feedback and encouragement. Really, really cool. These workouts don't happen without you guys continually helping me to make them ultimately the best user experience that we can possibly fathom from this particular format. And some special thanks as well to those of you officially knighted and hero status by joining my membership, which is there almost in its entirety as a simple way for you to show support if that's something you're into, and help make a very tangible contribution to this channel becoming the best it can be, supporting me as a creator, ultimately on my quest to be able to do this even part-time would be cool, so that I can keep making it honestly the best space I think we can to build your bodies from the inside and out and have a good time along the way. I'm thirsty. So thank you so much for those of you that show up, comment, share with your friends, subscribe, and certainly those of you who have showed me your patronage. So thank you, and I will see you in a couple of days for the last day here on phase 1 with full body. Ciao for now.